Dr. J from the She Protects YouTube channel. Today we've got a very important topic, and that is, how do I know if I'm being followed? How do I identify that? And if I am being followed, what do I actually do about it? This is a very important topic because the decision that you make here can either cost you your life or save your life. So if this is something that interests you, stick around because we're going to get into it. The question of the day: how do I identify if I'm being followed? I'm worried that somebody's following me. You want to follow the rule of 3, and that's this. Am I seeing the same person on the same day in at least 3 locations? If you answer yes to this question, then most likely you are being followed. Now, of course, you always have to think about your location and your atmosphere. I mean, this is something where you're in a town of, 20,000, 10,000 people, and you answer that question yes, you're likely being followed. If you're in a town of 10 people, it's a different story. So you have to take everything into context. But let's say you do answer the question yes, and you identify I'm being followed. Then the follow-up question is, how do I deal with that? What do I do? And how you answer this question and the fact of what you do will make or break. Do you save your life, or the other way around? Could it cost you your life? And yes, it can. So if you feel that you are being followed, the number one thing you don't want to do is go home. You do not want to lead this suspicious person back to your home. That's unsafe. What you want to do is try and lose them. And how you can do that is by varying up your routine. So you can start with maybe crossing the street several times, taking several turns if you're walking or if you're driving, either one. See if you can lose them. If that doesn't work, maybe you go in, let's say you're walking, maybe you go into different stores or shops. You vary your routine from what you would normally do on a daily basis. Maybe you go into the grocery store and you look at some things there. You go over and you get a coffee and so forth. So you want to try and vary things up, go to different places. All the while, you want to stay in public places. It's very important that you do not get yourself into an isolated area, because if this is a bad actor, they could take the opportunity to pounce and cause you problems. So while you're doing these things, trying to lose the person, you want to maintain a public location while you're doing this. But let's say you do all of that and you still aren't losing the guy. Well, you have even more justification for yourself of answering yes to your being followed, because if they're still around, then you're even more confident that somebody's on your tail. But what's the next ante? You want to up the ante? You could call a friend or a family member, have them come and meet you. And again, have them meet you in a public place. And then when they get there, you guys do the same sort of thing. You're going to try and lose the guy. So going into various places, public places, doing different things, crossing the street, making different turns, and so forth. If you still have somebody tailing you after all of this is said and done, then this is a real concern. We do not, definitely don't want to go back to the friend's house. We don't want to go to your house, and we need to take precautions. Now, ultimately, if, and it's a big if it is safe, you try and get a picture of the guy. Try and get some sort of film on him. And you can do this by doing things like pretending you're taking a selfie of yourself and or your friend, right? And what you're really doing is, here's your phone, and you're just trying, if he's behind you, you're trying to get him in the shot so you can get a photo of him and document that. That's only if it's safe for you to turn your back to the individual. So again, you would do this from a public place. Let's say you were on a public street, and you'd want to make it look like you were taking a selfie and you're trying to get the guy in the film and either get a video or a picture of him. After all of that is said and done, if you haven't lost the guy, the safest thing to do, just go ahead and walk or drive to the nearest police department. Walk yourself in, explain what's going on, and have you help them with that, or have them help you with this guy. And if you have video and if you have a photo, even better, because then they're going to know who they're looking for. So those are some safety tips on what to do about identifying if you're being followed, if you are being followed, what to do about it. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.